sometimes you don't see what the little steps are going towards. Magugulat ka na lang nangyari na.
Hello, supers! Welcome back to Paano Ba To? And for this video, in our series, Paano Ba To sa pandemyang ito, let's talk about dreams. Let's talk about our goals. We felt like life had to take some sort of pause. Pero paano ba i-pursue ang dreams kahit pandemya? I speak with content creator and entrepreneur Ayn Bernos, who recently made a lot of her dreams come true in this pandemic. Yahoo! Welcome back to Paano Ba To? Ayn Bernos!
Thank you so much.
First of all, congratulations on everything, which is why you are the perfect guest for this topic. I don't know about you, but I think start of the lockdown, there was sort of this feeling na parang life had to take a pause, right? Because we weren't sure what does lockdown even mean, how do we move forward? And then of course, a few months after, we all had to find a way to work or go back to work because kailangan magtrabaho. But you seem to have really taken things way forward because you continued to pursue your dreams kahit pandemya. And so that is our topic for today. Paano ba i-pursue yung dreams ko kahit pandemya? And I mentioned that backstory because I wanted you to paint a picture for us of what that was like for you. When was that moment of transitioning from life taking a pause to getting the ball rolling again?
During the start of the pandemic, I was actually trying to build Morena the label. Parang nag-give up na ako sa vlogger dreams ko. Kasi for a long time, gusto ko talaga maging content creator na full-time. But then, it wasn't happening. I wasn't getting as much brand deals. I didn't know how to negotiate. Sabi ko, okay, ayan, it's time to focus on the business. E tapos, nagkaroon ng pandemic. So, all of a sudden, the couriers couldn't deliver goods. My one and only staff can't even go to the house kasi at that time bahay ko yung parang opisina namin. I couldn't do anything and I had to take a pause for about 3 months. This was the time now weddings were getting canceled, so even like my rackets, I had to refund yung mga payment ng anything that I had going on at that time, as in parang nadidrain yung bank account ko. But then I was also privileged kasi at the very least, I had a home and I had food. I had the internet, and so I had this world at my fingertips na hindi naman completely na cut off. So my mindset at that time was, okay, I don't know how long this is going to go for, but I need to make sure that I will come out of this stronger. I will come out of this ready. Kasi nga, parang natigil lahat eh. Wala akong orders all of a sudden because I used to print the shirts myself. I used to fill out the order forms myself. Ang mindset ko nun is I needed to learn. I needed to go for things na available for me. I remember it was something as simple as taking courses kasi ang daming free courses online. So kung ano-anong pinag-aaralan ko. And then eventually, I got super tired of baking cookies. Sabi ko, okay, mag-workout naman ako. So for my birthday that year, eventually, I'll invest sa trainer. First time ko karirin yung fitness ko. Parang it was really one day at a time kasi walang kasiguraduhan. As a planner, nawalan ako ng plans. So I was just trying to do the best thing I could sa araw na yun. Like, I learned to be happy with that. And then eventually, December, upgrade ako ng cellphone. Tapos sabi ko, ay nako, pag ako talaga nag-upgrade yung phone camera ko, I'm gonna be a TikTok superstar as a joke. And then, I signed up on TikTok. I started creating videos there. Again, because I didn't have like my full-time business running, I was able to create videos. People are asking me about grammar. I did that and then it went viral. As in, sobrang nagulat ako na, may ganun palang power ang TikTok. So all of a sudden, I was teacher Ayin. I was gaining traction on this new platform that I didn't know was even, an adult platform. Akala ko kasi pambata yung TikTok before. So, ang bilis niya nangyari. It snowballed. And I think what that really taught me was sometimes you don't see what the little steps are going towards. Magugulat ka na lang nangyari na. And now na I'm looking back, it's all because I kept going every single day. Like, all the little steps made sense after all of it is done na.
I am a firm believer talaga in that Steve Jobs quote about the dots connecting in the future, and that makes sense in yours as well because one huge dream that you pursued also very recently was your Miss Universe journey. So you made headlines as a Filipina Morena standing 5'3", making it to the Miss Universe Philippines stage. And based on your cuento, I would assume that if you didn't start that fitness journey last year, which is the first time you said you got a trainer, you probably wouldn't have made that big step to sign up and to join. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things na I think people don't understand about pageantry, it's a lot of strength training. And you can't just go into it na, oh, natripan ko lang today. I'll join. I'll compete at a pageant. So, I guess to a lot of people, it came as a surprise na I would join. Parang people knew me as a TikToker, ganyan. Pero I feel like because I started my fitness journey early on, I felt stronger. I felt more confident. I felt like I was ready for anything. So, by the time na it was announced na we are removing the height requirements, wala na akong second thoughts. I literally applied on the spot.
Wait, no second thoughts?
No second thoughts. As in, I've been waiting for it my whole life. Papatagalin ko pa ba yun? Hindi ko talaga siya pinag-isipan.
Wow. I do remember because I messaged you and you said, I thought I joined quietly. That was your reply.
Nagulat talaga ako sa snowball effect na first I was filming a TikTok video about joining. Next thing I knew, nasa TV yung mukha ko. Tumatawag yung lola ko, si Ayin, nasa balita.
That's so cute. Is it still surreal, everything?
Super. And I think part of it is also because we're still in a pandemic. At the end of the day, it's still just me in my bedroom. I'm doing virtual calls, virtual guestings.
Yeah. And that journey has taken you to so many places, including another dream of yours, which is something I saw in your recent post, having an electronic billboard on EDSA.
Oh my gosh, I know. Crazy. Grabe talaga. I remember when I was a kid, we would always pass C5 and EDSA. Tapos nakikita ko yung billboards, lalo na ni Kate Hudson sa kamiseta. Tapos sabi ko, when I grow up, I'm gonna have my own billboard. Tapos, I guess, hindi ko lang siya tinignan as a completely impossible thing, but I always said it out loud. I would always say it. Yung mangangarap na lang ako, why not? So, recently, TikTok actually got us for a campaign. So, it was me and a couple other creators. They put us on a billboard. Ang weird na feeling. Ba't ako nandyan?
Hindi weird, well-deserved. For me, it's so empowering seeing people like you making dreams come true kahit nga pandemic. Because in our heads, diba, life took some sort of stop, took some sort of pause. But you pivoted, wow, word of 2020,
Yes,
coming back.
pivoted.
You had to pivot in several ways that seems to have brought you to places that you were meant to be in.
Turns out it was staying put and creating content from my bedroom. It really is just a redirection and constantly asking myself, how can I make this work for me? Kasi the situation really was not ideal. It was not what I planned for myself, pero walang choice eh. And ayokong matapos yung pandemic na it's the same girl who started that journey. So, ayun.
Oh, I love that. I love that you said that your original dream was to be that travel vlogger. Pero because nga you tried other things, it wasn't that you were not gonna make it as a content creator. It's just that you were going to make it in a different way and on a
Yes.
different platform. That's so eye-opening because diba, a lot of people pursuing their dreams feel like, oh, I'm not gonna become this, I'm not gonna become this. But baka lang in that form that you're expecting, it's not happening. But in some other way, it is.
I forget the exact quote, but it was, be stubborn about your goal, but flexible with how you get there. I thought I had to give up on wanting to be a content creator. Turns out I just needed a different platform. Turns out I just needed the different attack.
Recalibrate. Siguro I want to end this by asking, a lot of people, aside from feeling like life is on a pause because we're just at home, it's also that fear. Ang hirap to even take that first step to get to that dream. I guess what is your advice to everyone feeling that?
I guess speaking from experience, I always like to imagine what my life would be like if I take that step and I ask myself, gusto ko ba yan? And if my answer is yes, that's the life I want, that's the dream that I want, then I have to take that first step. Versus, I think about what's my life going to be like if I let this opportunity pass and hindi ko to gawin. If hindi ko i-upload, if hindi ako mag-apply, if hindi ko subukan. And most of the time, the answer is, I don't want to be stuck there. It's like making a decision based on what I want the outcome to be. And I guess I'm a little optimistic and maybe even idealistic, thinking na, the best might happen to me. This might turn out really well. Pero why not give yourself that shot? Kasi I think kahit ano namang gagawin natin, people are going to judge, people have something to say. At least give yourself a fighting chance to get to that dream. And I think after everything I've experienced during the Miss Universe journey, the TikTok journey, sobrang dami kong narinig about myself. Kung tutuusin, hindi naman madali. But I was able to survive it. I'm okay. So it's definitely worth it. And I'm happy na I was able to at least show kung ano yung sinasabi ko before. Sinasabi ko na, go for your dreams. Fight for what you want. And I actually did it. And now I think I can confidently say na if there is something that you've been wanting to try, bigay mo na yun sa sarili mo kasi nobody else can do it for you.
Ganda! I love it! Well said. Very pang beauty queen talaga. No doubt about it. So I guess if anyone's listening to this and you don't really have that dream yet in mind, one thing I love that you said was that you didn't want to come out of this the same person you did coming into it. Mm-hmm. Like when we closed our doors in March 2020, starting this lockdown, hopefully all of us, when it's safer to really be out every day, that we're a better person than we were compared to March 2020. Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't have to be, super dramatic or life-altering. It really is in the little steps na, again, when I started, I just wanted to be the person who worked out. I just wanted to be the person who woke up not at 10 a.m. Like, gusto ko ng mga 8 a.m. Pwede na yun. No pressure. It's just taking things one day at a time.
I love talking to you
Bianca.
As always. And to everyone listening, I am sure that you were super inspired by Ayn's story. Thank you! Thank you for joining me for this episode. I hope you are as inspired by Ayn as I am. At kung nabitin kayo, the full conversation is up on Paano Ba To the podcast, exclusively on Spotify. And if you have your own Paano Ba To sa pandemyang ito questions, you can leave a comment here, you can DM me at I am Super Bianca, or you can join our private Facebook group, the Paano Ba To Kumustahan group. Till our next episode, stay safe, supers!